tired of all this posy shit. You don't know me, don't know what I did. I'm tired of all this posy shit. You don't know me, don't know what I did.
Here's a little background. In the late 50s and early 60s, there was a period where concerns over smoking and health among the public had reached a critical mass. The link between lung cancer and smoking had been known by tobacco companies since the early 50s, if not the late 30s. The Surgeon General's report on smoking wouldn't come out until 1964. This led to a race between cigarette brands to be perceived as the mildest, smoothest, lightest, and therefore healthiest cigarette brand. This era was known as the Tar Derby. During this time, a brand known as Marlboro, which was formerly seen as a ladies' cigarette, once called mild as May with less than 1% hold in the market, had taken its brand to the fourth best-selling cigarette in America due to its marketing campaign, and its filter, which was seen as healthier to smoke at the time. Unfiltered brands like Pall Mall, pronounced Pall Mall by some, were starting to get left in the dust by smokers scared to death, so they started making ads like these.
Reward yourself with the pleasure of smooth smoking. Smoke longer and finer and milder Pall Mall. Pall Mall is longer, yes, but greater length is only half the story. Fine tobacco is its own best filter, and Pall Mall tobaccos are the finest quality money can buy. And look how Pall Mall's greater length travels the smoke further, filters the smoke naturally and makes it mild. In fact, your appreciation of Pall Mall quality has made it America's most successful and most imitated cigarette.
I guess claiming their cigarette would filter the smoke gave themselves something to say other than the same unfiltered death stick but longer. Obviously, this ridiculous claim was bullshit even for 1960s advertising standards, so the FTC filed some sort of complaint to British American Tobacco, Pall Mall's parent company. Not one to be corrected, Pall Mall came back with this.
The advertising in question makes no claim to any degree of filtration, either high or low. It makes no claim to filtration relative to any brand of cigarettes. It neither states nor implies that the gentling action performed by Pall Mall's famous length is equivalent to the filtration performed by any artificial filter or any tobacco blend other than the Pall Mall blend. It only describes what takes place when Pall Mall smoke passes through the unburned portion of the tobacco of a Pall Mall cigarette. It is a statement of fact that the long column of Pall Mall tobacco gentles the smoke and makes it mild.
So they say that they have never made the claim that their unfiltered cigarette filters smoke. It gentles it. Clearly a mediocre argument, but could be workable if they stuck with it. So the very next paragraph, they argue that the filtration that they don't say happens in their cigarette, happens in their cigarette.
It has been known for more than 20 years that the unburned tobacco portion of a cigarette is an effective filter. When any cigarette is lighted, filtration begins with the first puff and continues as long as there is unburned tobacco through which the smoke passes. Pall Mall is made of a mild blend of tobacco and yields a mild smoke. To whatever extent the concentration of smoke constituents is reduced and the smoke thereby diluted, to that extent Pall Mall is made milder.
So they kind of want it both ways. They want to be able to say they wouldn't make such a false claim, but that the false claim they want to make is actually true. Now I would have loved to dive deeper into this paper, something like 30 pages rife with material, but the cabal got the drop on me. Yes, the C-Cleaner Pall Mall cartel DDoSed my phone, so I thought it needed C-cleaning. Little did I know it would C-clean out my whole downloads folder. I tried finding the doc on the Truth Initiative page, but it was all in vain. Link in description if you'd like to peruse leaked tobacco documents for yourself. But always remember to create a backup. But maybe it's for the best I keep things brief. Maybe there's getting to be just a little bit too much long-form commentary on YouTube. But this isn't over. And before I go, here's a transcript of what I imagine is being dictated out right now.
We here at the Pall Mall Corporation do not believe that you are entitled to the knowledge of our past doings. We know it is in our best interest to protect our brand from subversive, badass, renegade influences like the kickback. even at the cost of several gigabytes worth of his data. We are a business that sells cigarettes, and if we have to lie to the consumer to make a sale, then so be it. If we have to poison 100 million pairs of lungs, then so be it. We have lawyers from Venus to Mars and hidden snipers in the stars, so you better watch what you say before I fuck around and dock your pay. Oh, that's right, YouTube doesn't pay out on videos with no views.
Thanks for watching. Let me know a corporation I should do next.
No finer tobacco has ever been grown. So get yourself Pall Mall and make it your own. Reward yourself with this quality high, the finest quality money can buy. Pall Mall, Pall Mall, smoke longer and finer and milder Pall Mall.